Today we are going over a very controversial topic. I'm going to be naming 12 Booktok famous books and telling you whether they are good or not, because I've read all of them and some of you are liars. Liars. We don't deal with liars here. I have some of them in my collection, some of them I have on my Kobo, my Kindle, whatever, but I'm going to be going over all of them and telling you if it's worth your read or not, or if you need to kick them off your TBR. There's one that I know is going to make you guys particularly angry, or like some people particularly angry. I'm trying to figure out when I do that one. I'm gonna wait a little bit so you don't click off the video. Number 1, Bride. Bride was so much better than I thought it was. So much better than I thought it was. This has apparently been the first book that I have read in, I think it's called Omegaverse or something like that. It's like the werewolf romance type of thing. When somebody told me werewolf and vampire romance, I was like, trying to do that and make it not cheesy is gonna be very hard. No, she did that. She did that. That book's fantastic and in my top books of the year. It was so beautifully done. Talent. Fabulous. So freaking good. Okay, I'm gonna do acotar quickly because you know, if you've watched this channel at all, you know my feelings about acotar. Totally worth it. However, I'm going to give you also, this is one with sprayed edges, please. This is part of this entire sprayed edges thing right there. Got for my birthday. And then this is a whole, we've got several sets. Anyways, here's a caveat with acotar that if you haven't started it yet, you're gonna make me a promise. acotar is so good, but in order, the series is what is like popular, right? The series is what's famous. You need to go through books 1 and 2. Then you're allowed to quit. You're not gonna. And I've never had anybody quit on me. I have had people go through acotar, and I actually remember way back when I read this for the first time, I think in 2022, I stopped after the first book and I took a pause and then I continued reading and realized my mistake. You need to do book 1 and book 2, and then if you still want to stop after that, you can. But if book 1, you're like, it's good, but like, I don't get the hype, so I'm not gonna continue, wrong. Because if you read book 1 and you haven't read book 2, you basically don't know anything, and you might as well have washed all that effort. Read book 2. You'll get it once you finish. Six of Crows. Six of Crows, we read it for my online book club, little hype there. If you want to join, link in the description because it is so much fun. And I probably wouldn't have read Six of Crows if it hadn't have been for the book club. I liked it. I didn't love it. Like it's definitely one that like I kind of had to push through. The beginning, I was actually really excited because it kind of gave me a Peter Pan Lost Boys type of moment, but then it sort of fell away. And I was like, I've heard that some people really like the online series with Six of Crows, but I don't even have a desire to watch that. Like, it was good. It wasn't great. So if you're like, which ones should I have first? I probably would put that down lower on the list or just like boot it off. It Ends With Us. It Ends With Us got popular, I think. It was popular before the movie and then it like had so much other discourse around the movie. I haven't seen the movie, I really don't care. It Ends With Us is a beautiful, beautiful book. I have not read, I think the sequel is like It Begins With Us or something like that. I haven't read the sequel. It is a beautiful book. It is heartbreaking. It is really heartbreaking and it does have to do with DV, so you need to be like prepared for that. When I read it, I like wasn't prepared for that, but it is a beautiful, beautiful story. Just fantastic. She did a wonderful job with that book. It is totally worth reading. Caraval. You are welcome, if you have read Caraval and you were like, I loved it, you are welcome to explain and give a thesis in the comments because I don't get what was so great about it. And I don't know if I have like a really high standard for fantasy or something. I don't think I do. I found Caraval to be kind of boring. It just didn't do a lot for me. It was one that I really had to push through. It's one that I almost want to, I have 2, I think, in this series, or like in this video, that I almost want to read it again because I'm like, did I miss something? Or like, what is everybody talking about? Because I did not think it was that good. Bad read? No. Great? No. And I've had so many books impress me lately, I'm like, don't have time. Fourth Wing. Everybody's gonna tell you that this is worth it, and it 100% is. Fourth Wing is so good. If you are not starting yet, when is this next book coming out? I don't know. I think as a community, we're a little angry with how things have gone with book 2 and 3. Not because they're bad, but because we're kind of being dragged out and I need it to close. Like, I need it to close and I need to find out what's going on. However, that will not stop me from continuing to read because I have to know what happens. I do think Fourth Wing, the first book, is the best of the 3 so far, but I need this series to end, and then I would recommend like reading the whole series at once so that you're not where we are, stuck after the 3rd book where I'm like, what happened, what progress have we made, what the heck. But the cliffhangers on her books are like, they're so good. They're so good. Also, when this comes out, I believe we will still have some spots left in the Fourth Wing trip. We leave in April of 2026. I'll link it down below. It is a group tour to Scotland and Ireland. We are gone for 10 days and we are doing a full Fourth Wing themed trip. We're going to Dublin, we're going to Edinburgh, we're going to Galway, we're going to, there's 5 cities in total. I can't remember them all right now. It's gonna be so freaking good. It's gonna be so good. Everything that you ever dreamed of. If you read Fourth Wing and you're like, God, my heart wants to go there, that's what this trip is for. So I will link that down below. And the page has everything that's included, and you can secure your spot for 150 bucks. You do not have to put everything down at once. Love Hypothesis. This is so cute. It's not, like, don't go into this book thinking your heart's going to be changed. Go into this book wanting to kick your feet, fast read, like cutesy tootsy, adorable. It is such a cute read. I'm so excited for this movie because Lily Reinhardt is a genius. I adore her. But I read this years ago and I was like, oh my God, they're making a movie out of that book. It's so cute. I was a chemistry major and I was a STEM kid all my life. I still consider myself a STEM kid. So highly recommend. This is one that you're like, I get in these moods where I'm exhausted from fantasy or need something a little less heavy or long. Love Hypothesis is so cute. You should 100% do it. And if you are an AP honors, like, recovering overachiever, read that shit. From Blood and Ash. Okay guys, it's not great. Like, it's just not great. It's boring. I don't really love the, like, interaction between the two. Like, there's not much there for me. I think that, again, I read this years ago and I was just not impressed. It was okay. Like, it was okay. And I think that I was like, oh yeah, like, it was okay. It was good when I first read it because I was just getting into fantasy. Now I'm like, okay, no, that was actually, like, quite boring. Again, a drag through. That's the other one where I'm like, I want to read it again to see if I don't know if I was in a weird mood or, like, if it's actually not that good. Is it bad? No. Are there other fantasy books worth your read? Yeah. Again, thesis of why I should reread it and why you love it, available in the comments. Please go, I will read them. Oh my God, I have 13. I don't have 12, I have 13. Taylor Swift, beach read. Don't come at me, dude. Don't. If you are an Emily Henry stan, I'm a Taylor Swift fan. I know what it's like to be criticized for liking something and purely on the basis of people wanting to be cool. And I'm telling you, I'm not coming from that space. I just didn't love it. And hush! I read it because of book club. Most people in my book club, in the book club, like the online book club, we all discussed it. A lot of people came in and they were like, oh, I'm an Emily Henry fan. Like, I've actually already read this. And I expressed, I was like, it was cute, but, like, I didn't love it. Like, I probably would have really put it aside. I didn't get it for the library. Usually I will read something on my Kindle and then I will get it for the library if I really, really love it. I didn't get it for the library. I was told that beach read is not her strongest and that I should do, I think it's Happy Place or People We Meet on Vacation. I really can't remember which one, but that is a much stronger one. So, like, I'm not writing her off. I don't think it's worth it. Like, Love Hypothesis to me is better than beach read. And, like, there are other cutesy, I'm going to actually, Chaos and Calamity, fabulous, smaller author, I believe, I think, like, by Hannah Till. I've met Hannah. She's so great, and this book was so freaking good, and I finished it in a day. I was also on a reading weekend, so all we were doing was reading, but, like, I blew through this book. It's so good. I would, like, recommend this one over beach read, personally. But if you think I did Emily Henry wrong and I need to start with another one, totally open, give it to me. Lights Out. I am holding Caught Up because I don't know where our copy of Lights Out is. If you see it here, please let me know. Joseph read Caught Up. I have not read Caught Up yet. This is the sequel. Lights Out is so good. But listen, Lights Out is hot, okay? If your TikTok feed is motorcycle people or tattooed men or, like, this bad boy, sort of muscled gym rat like that, and they are making edits to various sounds or whatever, yeah, you need to read Lights Out. Yeah, it's crazy. And if you've heard about a knife scene, yes, that's true. And I don't know if you should listen to this book. There are some that's, you know, If you read smut, you know what it's like to listen to smut on audio, and there's some smut I could not imagine listening to this on audio. I would have screamed and turned it off. Don't let that happen in your mind. Don't let that happen in the air. I feel like the air would be dirty in like a good way, but like I would scream. So good. You should read it. Prepare to feel a type of way. You're gonna be crazy on that book. You're gonna be crazy. The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, one of my top books of the year. One of my, is this my #1 book of the year? I don't know. I can't do my ranking right now. Don't ask me to. So good. I found this in a bookstore and I got it. This is like a special edition cover. I could read this over and over again. It is such, oh my God, so beautiful. Really made me think. Like, it's so interesting. The ending is not anything like you think it's gonna be. If you don't know what this is, it is a woman who gets a curse put on her. She basically like makes a deal with the devil, and the curse is that like nobody remembers her, but then she also can't make a mark on the world. So she could talk to somebody, but then as soon as they turn around or go to the bathroom and come back, they will not remember her, don't know who she is. She can't write anything, it disappears. If she like drops something and it breaks, it will come back together. Like, she cannot make any mark on this world. And you find out like why she made that deal, and then how she lives her life, and but it's like way maybe 1800s or something like that, and she comes all the way through like the wars. She goes through Europe, she goes through America, all the way up to I think like 2012 or something. Like, she lives this life as this basically invisible person, but she can't hold a job, she can't stay in a hotel room. They won't remember that it's occupied by her. They, like, as soon as she like gets the key and she walks away, they won't remember that interaction at all. She can't like keep a home, and so you're seeing how she's living this life while also something happens that is kind of turns the story around and is not supposed to happen. Somebody is able to remember her. I'll give you that. It's so good. It's so good, and I need to read more from this author. B.E. Schwab, I need to read more. Blood Over Brighthaven. Listen, I loved it. We read it for my actual book club. So many people in my book club hated it. So many, including Joseph, which I thought was so odd because I found it to be a really interesting topic of discussion. Like, I thought it was a very thoughtful book. Yeah, he hated it. I really liked it. I listened to it, they didn't. They read it. So I think that is like something to keep in mind. Red Rising is one that I also had to listen to the dramatic audio, and I am to get through it, but it is so good, but I couldn't appreciate it for reading it like this. I think there's some books that are like that. I don't know why this one, it's not like a complicated storyline or like setting like Red Rising is, so I don't even think it's like that long. I loved it. They didn't love it. So take that as you will. My opinion, it's so good. I probably I put it lower on my list of like yeses today that I like gave in this video. It's probably the lowest on the list of yeses, but it is still an absolute yes. Really made me think, and I really liked the ethical dilemmas that were in it. And I think it was really, really interesting. And I think it's a really interesting read in the climate that we're in. I'll leave that with you. That was it. Those are the top books. Those are what my thoughts are. Some of them are absolute yeses, like worth the hype. Some of them were not worth the hype. Oh my God. That wasn't all of them. I left the most angering one for the end. That was an accident. Do I want to say this? Yes. No, I'm gonna say it. It's fine. It's fine. Quicksilver sucks. Quicksilver sucks. That book sucks. Quicksilver himself sucks. The vampire thing was so random. There is nothing, no character or anything to love about Quicksilver, except for the guy's name that starts with a C. He was funny. That's it. He was the only light in that book. I finished it and I hated it, and I'm so sorry. So sorry. That was actually the first book that we read, I think, in our book club, like our in-person book club, and no, I don't know if anybody hated it as much as I did, but a lot of people were like, it wasn't that good, but like I enjoyed reading it. No, I didn't enjoy reading it. Also, his name is Quicksilver. That's a dumb name, and he's like not that high. There's not actually much about him that I was like, yeah. Like, there's brooding males, and then there's that guy. I'm so sorry. Quicksilver's not good. It's not good. I love you so much, but it's not. And I will welcome a thesis as well on that if you want to prove me wrong. Yeah, I wouldn't touch that book again with a 10-foot pole. I'm so sorry. I'm leaving you guys on that one. I did not mean to leave that at the end. I just kind of like skipped it, and I was like, okay, we're gonna address that in a little bit. I don't know. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. A little bit spicy. Totally want to hear your thoughts in the comments if you think that I was like, one of my yeses is like, girl, that's a no, or one of my no's is like, you're insane, that was a yes. Please leave it down below, as well as any book recommendations that you have right now you think I would love. If you want to join the book club, I will leave all of that in the description box. And if you want to go on the trip to Scotland and Ireland for our Fourth Wing inspired trip, I'll link that down below as well. It's with EF Ultimate Break. It'll be a group tour. It'll be so much fun. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Please come back and subscribe for more book and beauty content, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!